We here at the Game Saloon Rift Tracks always support any and all that are involved in the creation and distribution of any show we feature, and will encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you pre-recorded from our internet couch. This is the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks for January the 30th, 2015. With your host, Spacebreaker2448.
And Rampant Epsilon. And
on
you almost
I was on the wrong line for a second. That's my fault. I was on the wrong line. Alright, we got more Go Busters this week, which should be, what, 25, 26?
I think. Yes. I
was thinking it was 25, 26.
I think, and then I immediately remember. It's like, yes, I did pull that up.
But, we got our usual talks of, what we've been watching this past week. But before that, we got scans for shit. Because, fuck, we got a shit ton of scans for Ghost and Kamen Rider Go. I have a bone to pick with the internet on that. We'll get there. Alright. I'm just gonna start with the first stuff that's up on the Ghost Rider News Tumblr and just go down from there. So,
oh god.
I'm gonna start with our first real good look at Ichigo's new form from the movie. Alright. I know some people like this. I know some people hate this. I am neither one of those people because I honestly don't give a shit about this form. Mostly because the one good shot we have of it makes it look atrocious. I mean, I feel like in the smaller shots we see of it, it looks better. Especially when it's running next to Ghost Inspector, it looks better. No comment on all that?
No, not really, no.
You don't care for it either?
It's just kind of
Yeah. I mean, it's the only distinguishable thing about it is it's big and bulky, and it's the Fujioka version of Kamen Rider Ichigo colors. These are colors Ichigo's had before in one of his previous suit forms. We're also getting a new version of the Cyclone, which is a modified Valkyrie. Or I think it's a Honda Valkyrie. I want to say it's a Honda Valkyrie. But yeah, I honestly don't care for the form at all. Probably because I have no love for Ichigo to begin with. So it's just eh. Yeah. We got another look at more of the Legend Rider forms. Nothing new there, to be honest. to be flat honest, there's nothing really new there. Although that picture of Spectre doing the Uchukata while Ghost just stares at him. I need to see this, because every time that Uchukata is used by somebody else, they always do it in some funny way. So I am quite excited to see what we're going to get from that. Information-wise, for the Ichigo movie, essentially Ichigo's going to be trying to protect Tachibana's granddaughter from Shocker and Nova Shocker.
So they're back again?
Yep. Actually, Nova Shocker is a subsection of Shocker that takes care of economy shit. Don't ask me why they're specifically the ones in charge of economy and why they're the villains, but whatever. Ichigo gets to beat up with some accountants in this movie. We have a new Superior Gamma showing up in Ghost, Igor, who will be utilizing previous Genma's forms with his icon.
So everyone will get revived.
No, we just get to reuse their coats. Not really scans, but we'll get to it. We'll also get to those here in a second. But we also got like really good pictures of Necron, which is showing up next week. So,
or the day that this is live.
Pretty much. Next up, speaking of Necron, we got to look at Sanzo with his big ass ring of death. One of the heroic icon forms Necron will be taking. We also got to look at Necron Spectre. Essentially, Makoto was using the Necron icon unwillingly to go and wreck shit. Because Alan's an asshole.
Which gives far more understanding to that now.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. We thought originally he was just going to beat the crap out of Alan and take the icon, but now we know that's not the case.
No, Alan's going to beat the shit out of him and be like, yo, you're going to be using my icon. Go beat up Takaru.
I think it said too in that same one that the scan also revealed that essentially Makoto would be brainwashed again.
Yep.
So yay, we get to relive that one.
Poor guy. It's like that reversion of Chase all over again.
Yeah.
Pride.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully it won't last that long. Because that took a while to get through.
I don't think it will, simply because he is secondary rider.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got away with that with Chase because he's tertiary rider and you can do far more with that. But yeah, I don't think it'll last super long with him.
Yeah. It'll probably last long enough for Takaru to be like, I'm going boost and I'm whooping your ass. Because I ain't dealing with this shit.
But new rider. So new icon means more powerful than everything that anyone has access to right now.
Yep.
So that means Boost won't even touch it.
Well, Boost is already wearing off the new shine because it was losing the fucking Javel already.
I know.
Granted, I think there was more of Javel gave no shits. It was just like, I'm gonna take everything you have and just keep punching you. Because fuck you. We also gotta look at Grim for Necron and Himiko for Ghost, which will just be used straight in the boost form. Because, as revealed in the rest of the scans, Takaru will be donning the rest of his coats in boost form as he gets to connect with them over time. Because that's how we're going to get to the whole connecting of the icons.
But, okay, if that's the case, he already has two then.
Yep.
Now can't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Musashi is 3.
Mm-hmm. Robin Hood's next week.
But he didn't really talk to the first 2.
No, he talked to Ryoma. That was 2 episodes with Ryoma.
But that was more to just get him to come to Takaru.
So that's the entire point, is for him to actually talk with the icons. That's the whole uniting of the 15 icons, I assume, is him actually talking to them.
Okay, well, I'll give that one, but okay, what about the other one?
Onari can talk to him.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't. That was proved at the end of the episode. I love the fact that they
retconning shit now.
I love the fact that they hinted at that and immediately killed it at the end of the episode.
Okay, then we're retconning it to where Takaru actually had a conversation with Gomen at some point off screen, and that's why he could utilize it. It's just Onari had the icon after that and just took forever to give it back to Takaru. Look, I know. This is the exact same thought I had when I found this out. I'm just like, wait, how the fuck do we explain Gomen then? Alright, I guess we're just retconning this, whatever.
But wasn't the next episode like the next day? Like I'm wanting to say legit this one, like right there where that happened, it was like within a day of the last episode.
No, because Onari got Gomen just after the 15 Icons revived canon.
So he's essentially held on to it since all that crap happened.
Yeah, since before last year, because
Okay, so then that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I've been Gomen for a long time.
Okay, we'll let that one roll then.
Look, it's retconning bullshit. They're retconning the shit out of this.
The only way I'll let that one go is if we actually see him communicate with Himiko before using that icon.
There's no pictures of just the suit alone and how they're doing it with the rest of the suits.
Like I said, I will allow that retcon if they can prove it on the rest of them.
Right. Well, the problem is we have no context for Himiko right now.
Exactly.
Like, there's zero context for Himiko.
That's why I'm like, I will allow that if they hold true the rest of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
More pictures in Necron. More of the Heisei Rider special stuff from Ghost. I have no idea who this villain is, and I don't think there's any information to help. Nope.
I think.
Fantastic.
Wait. I think the Ghost Tumblr did have the name.
Does he?
I'm wanting to say I saw the name.
Oh yeah, Silverba.
I didn't recognize it, but
That's because we've only had one episode and no one has gotten really a name besides the twins, Freya and Freya. Like, I believe this is supposed to be the person that landed first in the episode, I think. But other than that, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. We are getting the Galileo icon released through lottery. Fantastic. Only like 4 people are going to be able to get a hold of that. So yeah, we are getting Galileo. The Mega Loader is out, so we've gotten sounds of it. And essentially, I was right. It's been said before, but the Necron icon has its own standby music that's in the icon. Nothing else was really revealed about it, to be honest. Other than the Mega Loader will at least recognize a ghost icon. Granted, it recognizes Ore and Boost as the same icon, along with the blank icon that came out. You know, the icon that Takaru had, like, in the first part of the first episode before it came Ore?
yeah.
Yeah, they've released that as a physical toy. It does nothing because there's nothing attached to it at all. But you can get it. But it recognizes all 3 of those as Ghost. I haven't seen any video that puts in Spectre, so I don't know if it recognizes like all of Ghost's main icons as his, and then all of the separate hero icons, or if it just recognizes all the ones associated with Ghost and then all the ones associated with Spectre as just Ghost and Spectre. So I can't speak to that just yet. Alright. Now we get to the thing I have to pick up. I have a bone to pick for the internet with. Alright. We found out who's writing the Ichigo movie. Alright. Hiroshiro Fujioka aka Mr. Kamen Rider Ichigo, aka also Sagat Shenshiro for those gaming fans out there. You probably don't know who Sagat Shenshiro is.
Nope.
Essentially, he was the spokesperson for the Sega Saturn back in the day.
Ah.
He's in Project Cross Zone too. Anyway. He's going to be helping to write the film because there is no word that he is not a co-writer, apparently. According to the listening, at least Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider Tumblr news is saying he's not a co-writer. He's just helping write it because the main writer is not Soji Unomura. It's Toshiki Inoue. Now, I know some people are counting this as a win, and you even told me off recording that you would, you have more of a. This is giving you more of an incentive to actually watch the movie than before, because it's not Yonemura.
Yeah.
But let me just say this now. We have traded one bad writer for another. Because Toshiki Inoue is not a good writer. He's not. And this is coming from someone who likes Agito. He's still not a good writer. Like, especially recently. Like, I'm sorry, but no. No, I'm not unblacklisting this just because they got Toshiki Inoue on this. No, he's still a bad writer. No, this is still not going to turn out well because, they still have a bad writer on it. Also, they have a bad director on it in form of Asuma Kaneda, who, by the way, directed some of the other Tyson films from this time slot, and is, in of himself, a bad director. The producer on this is the same producer as the previous Tyson films for the spring. Do we really honestly believe that much has changed? That we are somehow going to get a good movie out of this? Really? Really? Really, Internet? I'm not buying this for a fucking second. Just because Yonemura is on this doesn't mean I'm automatically going to give this movie fucking points. Because guess what? You didn't trade a bad writer for a good writer. You traded a bad writer for a slightly better writer that is still a bad writer. Nothing's changed. Nothing. We are still in the same boat we were last year. But, people are hopeful. People are willing to give it a shot. And to be honest, if you actually didn't hate any of the previous 4 movies, because by God, there has to be someone who likes those fucking movies, even if you are supremely in the minority, as far as I know. Look, for a lot of us, the spring movies have been 0-4 for us. And just because you changed the writer on it, and are trying to sell us on the fact that the main actor, Mr. Ichigo himself, is going to be co-writing the film, I say that in quotations, and that somehow this will make everything better, even though 4 fucking years worth of movies have proved that to be wrong. I just, no, I'm not playing this game. This movie is going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. And until I am proven wrong, and until I can be on here or any show when we find this out and eat all the crow in the world when it's fucking proven that this movie's good, I'm gonna stand by the claim that this movie's gonna be fucking garbage. I'm gonna stand by it. This movie's gonna be crap. I'm not gonna watch it. And until legitimately reviews come in that say, hey, this movie is actually pretty good, not buying it. Not buying it for a second.
I probably won't buy into it either, but like I said, I would at least give it more of a shot. I would probably be more amped to than GP. or finish Kamen Rider Tyson.
You're being a lot more fair than I am, to be honest. I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm done.
The only thing, there's two reasons I think I can say that. The first, obviously, being the fact that it's not going to be just a one person wrote it kind of deal. There is going to be outside influence. So maybe it will stay truer to the character for one.
Maybe. That is a big maybe.
Yeah. The other, and this is something more to think about, this is focused on Ichigo. This isn't trying to combine all the riders. I feel like that's been the problem. Trying to combine all of them into a single story that really 90% of them don't belong in.
Maybe.
It's one of those that it's like, maybe that's going to be the good thing out of it. I don't know. I might completely eat those words too. But it's like, I feel like I'd be more inclined to watch it. But yeah, I don't know.
To be honest, all of the All Rider stuff from the past 4 years, I think aren't the root of the problem with those films, but they, by God, don't help them. I feel like at their core, they're still bad movies, no matter how many writers are involved in it.
I agree, but you've got to think about it too when you're trying to combine multiple shows. That is a hard thing to do. And case in point, how many of the shows has Shocker seriously been a serious threat for the writer?
Not since the show era.
So, you see the problem there?
Yeah.
You can't just make something that is a threat to one era be a threat to everyone when none of the rest of them had any experience with it.
Yeah.
It's like, I get what you're trying to do there, but if you're going to do that, make it focused on the Showa guys, since that was their villain.
Right. As far as we know, no one else is showing up in this movie. Hell, there's no other writers involved in this movie besides Ghost and Spectre who are in this movie because they're the current people, so they have to be in this movie.
But I don't feel like their roles are really going to be of any importance.
Hell, Takaru's in the fucking teaser trailer. Just being like, who the fuck are you? And then we get the new form in video form.
That's why I'm like, I really don't feel like they're going to be of any importance. They're just going to more be there to probably just start the movie and maybe be there towards the ending of it, but I don't really feel like they're going to be the bread and butter behind the movie.
Probably not, but this is also, like, again, a reminder that there has been footage shot of Sango recently. Because remember, way back when footage was when we first got on-set shots of what was presumably the Kamen Rider Ichigo movie, the Sango suit was spotted on set being filmed. So we are somehow going to retcon Sango into existence. Oh, got you.
No. You know what, I have a bad feeling? And if that's
What?
the case, then yeah, I'm completely on board the screw this movie train. What if they tried to make those two movies actually be canon?
Oh, what, Kamen Rider Tyson and GP?
Yeah.
Well, technically, Kamen Rider Yongo already wrote all that shit out of continuity. Maybe.
Yeah, but you think about it.
Maybe.
You think about it, though. Think about it for a second there.
Yeah. They
Yongo
can
couldn't
ignore Kamen Rider Yongo and
exist
just like,
without
fuck this.
Sango.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically, just the sheer fact of Yongo existing means Sango existed.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing about Kamen Rider. I'll spoil the end of Kamen Rider Yongo off the bat. Essentially, Kamen Rider Yongo was a time loop scenario, where Chakra was essentially using a time loop to build up their forces. And the only reason the time loop exists is because their time machine that was causing the time loop was tied to Fives. Because Fives technically died at the end of his series. And every instance of him showing back up since then has been a cause of the time machine Shocker has had. So every crossover movie that Fives has been in is technically part of an altered timeline. Because he's not supposed to be there. Because he's dead.
So then essentially what they combination done there was make every crossover movie with Fives be not only canon, but not canon at the same time.
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the special, Fives, blows up the time machine, and then time is reset once more. Except then now this proper timeline, where Drive picked up the next week, Fives has been dead since the end of his series. Meaning that any movie that Fives is in is now out of continuity. Supposedly.
Or it's in an alternate timeline.
Well, here's the thing. Kamen Rider Yongo also brings Mach back to life after we killed him at the end of GP.
Like,
I
get back to what I said. It not only makes every one of those movies in continuity, but also out of continuity.
Yep.
Whose dumb idea was that?
Well, it wasn't written by Yonomura, and to be honest, Yonko's good, as long as you don't try to apply what happened to everything outside of continuity, because then it goes, well, All Riders didn't happen, technically, neither did Let's Go Kamen Rider, or Super Tyson, or Zed, or Kamen Rider Tyson, or GP. You know what? Since no one likes those movies outside of All Riders versus Die Shocker, I think I'm okay with this. We just wrote all of those bad crossover movies out of continuity?
You know what's bad, though? Can Yongo stand on its own? Like, from start to finish stand on its own, or does it actually have to build off of what happened in GP?
You can watch that, and you not watch a single minute of GP, and you get the entirety of what you need out of that movie in Kamen Rider Yongo in the first 2 minutes.
So it does kind of need GP to exist, so therefore, really, that means that movie just wrote itself out.
Yep.
So it's a suicide movie, because not only... it's a suicide bomber movie. Because not only did it kill itself, but it killed everything leading up to itself.
Pretty much. Just took it all out. Just like, fuck all these movies. And to be honest, if that's an interpretation we can go with, I'm on board with it, because outside of All Riders, all those movies sucked. Let's Go is not that good. And we've talked about the other 4 movies.
Yeah.
Like, All Riders is decent, I would say. I think the biggest problem are problems that are central to Decade to begin with.
Yeah, like the movie itself, I don't think had problems. It was just more, it's tied to Decade.
Yeah, like, because all the problems that are of Decade are existent in All Riders, because that's technically Decade's solo film.
And in all seriousness, I wonder if you went back and kind of paid a little closer attention, if you could even exclude that one from the fact of it because of alternate dimensions.
Yeah, because of all the alternate riders, because technically it could be the other Fies.
Right.
So
It's one of
technically
those
the
I
other
don't
Fies.
know which way that actually goes, so that technically could still be in continuity with the show.
So the one good crossover film that wouldn't be touched by this retconning is not. It could be like written out of like, oh yeah, technically that could have been the alternate writer, the alternate world Fies. So we ain't gotta worry about it. But yeah, I'm just not confident in this movie at all, and I will be happy to read reviews for it. But if those reviews say that movie is garbage, I ain't watching shit of it. I might watch a clip of it if it comes across Tumblr or Twitter, but fuck that movie otherwise. Fuck the movie. Am I being super cynical about this and super biased? Yep. But guess what? When you do 4 bad movies in a row in this exact same time slot, and you don't change a goddamn bit of it to make me confident in it, you deserve it. So fuck you. You deserve every bit of hatred I'm pouring at you.
Like
every
I
bit
said,
of it.
like I said, it's one of those that I would be more likely to watch it, but no. Every time, and this is the bulk of the reason why I didn't care about GP from the start. Every time that I'm thinking about that time slot now, Kamen Rider Tyson just topped the barrel there and went too far, and I'm like, screw it. I don't care now.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was just the straw that broke everybody. Like, hell, it even broke Shinsu to the point that, like, he didn't want to review GP until people demanded enough that he reviewed it. And to be honest, GP is worse at some points because, yeah.
you know what's horrible, though?
What?
The reason why I got ticked at Kamen Rider Tyson surprisingly wasn't the flower.
Mm-hmm.
That was what ticked me off during the Raw. The sub managed to do that, before the halfway point of the movie.
What was the point, out of curiosity?
I think it was like somewhere in the 40-minute time code, somewhere around there. That was at the point where I was like, okay, I've had enough. I'm tired of this crap.
Wait, was that
Goodbye.
when Shotaro shelled up? And then we had the weird but still kind of funny, like, divergence there. I can't remember if that happened right around there.
I think it did. I think it might have been like right after that kind of deal.
I'm like,
I mean, it was building through that whole point, and then that was just where I was like, okay, I can't do it anymore. I tried, I can't do it anymore.
yeah, I know the point. One of the points that broke Shinta was when Kota asked the kid, "The hell's a Kamen Rider?" And I'm like,
to be fair, that it does, but it doesn't bother me. It does because here he is with others.
and technically he knows what a Kamen Rider is because he's met Kamen Riders twice.
And it's
by
been,
name,
and it's been mentioned as Kamen Rider twice. Which I think at the time of the movie, wasn't it only once? Because that was before Drive, wasn't it?
What? Kamen Rider name?
Kamen Rider Tyson.
Oh, no,
That was before.
twice.
It still
It was
was?
twi- Yep. The Wizard Heisei special and not Full Throttle.
Oh, yeah.
The movie Tyson.
I forgot about
Yeah.
the special, too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because after they told him what a Kamen Rider was, he introduced himself as Kamen Rider Gaim. And that's technically in continuity because
Yeah.
Kota recognizes Haruto in Sugoku movie Tyson.
Yeah.
And once more, the Kamen Rider name is invoked there.
Repeatedly.
Yep.
I forgot about the special, though.
Uh-huh. I kinda can't forget about that because that's one of the yeah.
That's one of those that, like I said, I can get that. Because, yeah, he should have got that. But at the same time, all the riders are called armored riders.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just because he'd heard that so much, he kind of forgot. Like I can see both. I can see both ends of that kind of thing there. It's like, yeah, I can see why that broke him, but at the same time, it's like, if you ignore the movies, the show never calls him a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's that fine line there where it's like, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But maybe not that big of a problem in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, Shinta brought up a good point of like, there's a simple way to avoid this issue. Reverse who's the ones asking the question and answering it.
Uh-huh.
Because, it's not like the kid has amnesia or anything. It's like, why is Kota the one being told who a Kamen Rider is? Why is the kid not being told who the Kamen Rider is? Because, he has fucking amnesia. Why the fuck does he know what a Kamen Rider is? And also, somehow he recognizes Futo off the bat. He sure doesn't have amnesia and has amnesia at the same time, doesn't he?
Well, it's
Also-
that selective amnesia.
Yeah. Also, that whole thing about Decade having a death wish in that movie, if that's what they were shooting for in that movie, I didn't see it at all. Because it's like, the line that's supposed to like help signify that, I honestly took that more of him going, yeah, come after me. I've literally had everything try to kill me. Bring it. Because it's like, when he walks up to the monster after Sacrifice gets attacked, he's just, like, the monster's threatening him, he's like, come on, bring it! Everyone else is ignoring me, so come on! And I'm just like, that's not him wanting a death wish, that's him taunting the villains, because this is a guy who's literally had to fight off every rider before him, and also had to deal with a multitude of monsters from across rider history. Yeah, he's had to deal with everything. These guys probably don't scare him. In the slightest. And also, as Shinta points out, at this point, Tsukasa is literally Deadpool. Because of how self-aware he is.
Huh.
He literally has to be Deadpool. Because, he also has that no-sell reaction to the fact that, Bono tells him he's the cheekiest of all riders when he says that all the riders are cheeky. He just no-sells it. Like, I'm not cheeky at all. Even though that's so fucking true. Because, may I remind people of my favorite quote from the Ryuki episode? My. Literally my favorite moment from the Ryuki episode. Anyway, So before we get to the Ghost episode, because we'll get to the Ghost episode here in a second, anything else interesting you've been watching?
Finished the first season of TMNT.
How'd you enjoy it?
The more that I was watching the first season, the more that I realized I have already seen most of the first season.
It's not that hard because they do. I think they do a lot of reruns of it.
I wouldn't have figured though it would have been the first season. I would have figured it would have been across a few of them.
Nope.
No. I think I had, besides the the 2-part finale, I think I had seen most of the other episodes. Like there might have been 1 or 2 here and there that I didn't catch.
So anything
It's like,
stand out?
Wow. I must say they did really good with the 2-part finale.
Yeah, they do really good finales. That's one thing the new Turtle show's got, is that they know how to do some fucking finales.
Yeah.
That are like some big ass cliffhangers that go, yep, we're changing shit up for next season, and we're not going back from this. Like the season finale before we got into this new season of episodes. Yeah, they committed to that. And we're going with it this entire season. We're not backing down. You'll get to it, and you're just be like, wait, they went? And it's like, yeah, that was the whole season. Like, they did not back down from that. And also, they totally set it up to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna totally, like, you know, we're gonna be fine by the end of this. Nah, nope, no. They curveball you so hard on that finale.
Love it. Yeah. I think now I'm gonna be to the point where there's gonna be far less of them that I remember watching, so I think now's probably going to be the good point where everything will start filling in the gaps, kind of deal.
Yeah. I will say they do a super slow burn on getting April to be a more active part of the show. To be honest, they do a real slow burn on that.
Yeah.
It's honestly not until really this season to where she's a far more active part of the show. And that's mostly because we have no reason not to have her an active part of the show.
Oh, wow. Really?
Well, it's mostly because it's just like there's episodes where she's just not there. And it's just because I guess circumstances allow her to not be there. It's not like, no, we're totally writing April out of the show. It's just there's episodes that she's not there. And sometimes it's very noticeable. It's just like, oh yeah, where's April? Oh, I guess... And to be fair, I was just like, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in April O'Neil.
Yeah.
But it's just like, April takes a while to be... And when I say active, I mean active in, like, fighting off the bad guys. She's still a very relevant side character. Just being an active participant in fight scenes, yeah, that's a slow burn. Very hard. For a while. I think Casey gets more action than her for a while. And you're not even introduced to Casey yet.
I have picked up a little bit on season 2.
Okay.
And there again, not as many so far. Like, I think I'm 5th or 6th episode in, and I think I only remember seeing one of them so far. So I feel like I've burnt through the bulk of what I've seen now. But, yeah, I have, even before I picked it up this time, I knew of him, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Not so much action end of it, but at least knew of him.
So, anything else?
Not anything outside of the usual.
I am caught up on Agent Carter and Flash now. Agent Carter is being really good now. Like, it's finally, like, out from under the need to be connected to Captain America, and now Agent Carter can kind of be its own thing, which is essentially a 1940s show featuring spies and stuff. And also has some really great character chemistry. Like, Peggy, Jarvis, and Howard Stark, like, really play off each other really well, and the rest of the cast are fantastic as well. Like, as much as I'm willing to defend Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for being not that bad of a show, I'm willing to admit Agent Carter is the superior show. It really is. And it just comes down to, I think it just comes down to, they have a smaller cast to deal with. They have a lot more freedom to do whatever they damn well please, because they don't have to be tied to the current happenings of the MCU. Because, you know, it's the 1940s. Like, what important do we have, or like, what's relevant that happened in the 1940s in the MCU? Nothing, nothing, and nothing. So we can do whatever the fuck we want. It's like, we're not even technically S.H.I.E.L.D., so we don't even have to play into the history of S.H.I.E.L.D. We are literally open to doing whatever we damn well please, and get away with it. Which is, again, is like one of the strongest points of Agent Carter, I feel like. Is that they are not limited. They could just do whatever. It's like, as long as Howard Stark lives, and Jarvis, I guess, lives at some point until he gets turned into an AI, or at least his brain gets copied to become an AI, or I don't know. I don't know what the history of the Jarvis in the current, or like in the modern day MCU is.
I don't know either, actually.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't think it matters. As long as Howard Stark doesn't die, nothing is affected here. Like, at all. And also, like, Peggy lives because, you know, she lives to, you know, grow old and, I guess, have a family. Because, you know, she has a, I wouldn't say a daughter, but a relative in the form of Sharon Carter, aka Agent 13 from the Captain America movies. So, yeah. So yeah, that's like the best parts of Agent Carter. Flash is being good. They're still dealing with the whole Zoom situation, which they're taking some interesting twists and turns. I know at some point we're going to be going to Earth 2 and having fun stuff happen there. Nothing else really interesting. I'm not caught up on this past episode of Arrow. I am caught up on Legends of Tomorrow, which was certainly a pilot. It was the first episode.
That's about all that can be said.
Yeah, like, we have a very large cast of characters, and by cast of characters I mean pretty much every costume hero or important villain that we could use alongside heroes in the DCU that, you know, can't be used on the primary show at the moment. Like, pretty much, it's a collection of characters that we honestly aren't probably going to do anything with them in their respective shows, so we're going to throw them into this one show and have them go on a time-traveling adventure. Also, in the first episode, they literally revealed the one thing I was hoping they would do with a story like this.
Oh, God.
You know how, like, the quote is, they're the legends of tomorrow. You know, they're legends in the time period Rick Hunter's from. Yeah, it's full of shit. He literally picked these people because their lives have no consequence on the timeline.
Oh, wow.
Meaning, if they die in this adventure, nothing changes.
Wow.
I was wanting a story like that, where it's like, Yeah, like yeah, you have like it's a time traveling story where we gather these bunch of characters and it's like, oh, they're super important characters, but you find out later in the show, twist, oops, they're not. They're actually expendable. They're all expendable. Because if they die, nothing changes in the timeline. It won't matter. And we literally find that out in the first episode, and I'm like, ooh, this is already going down a path I like. Because now we have the entire, essentially, mini-series to build these characters up to be important. Because, since they're changing the future and all, they can change their own futures and, become more relevant. At least most of them can try, I don't think, don't think some of them are destined for greatness. Let's be honest. But yeah, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh my god, I called it without wanting to call it. What else have I watched? Arc 5 was a pretty decent episode this week. I say pretty decent because of the fucking shit they set up for next week. Oh god. How do I say this without spoiling it? You know what? I'm just gonna spoil this part. All 4 of the U's are going to be in the same room at the same time.
Oh god.
Let's see. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have Sora, and we're gonna have Academia all in the same room at the same time.
Oh god.
Yeah. This is happening in one episode.
Someone's head's gonna roll.
Oh my god. It's just like, this is insanity. Like, my god. And Arc 5 has been pretty good through these last couple episodes, and like, we've essentially canceled the tournament now, I feel like, and like, these next few episodes are, I don't know how far we're going to be going in for the Synchro arc for a while, but I know in the next, like, few, like, couple months worth of episodes, we're going to be wrapping up the Synchro arc and moving on. And to be honest, I don't know how it's ending. All I know for certain, as just a guess, is that the ending is going to revolve around more than likely one of the U girls, or one of the remaining 2 U girls, Yuzu or Selena, being captured by Academia, most likely. That's a possibility. And a major possibility on top of that. Other than that, I have honestly no idea. Like, it can go a lot of different ways. And my biggest hope is that we don't have Yuzu get captured or get sent off somewhere and separated from the main group again. Because we kind of already did that to start this arc. I don't want to start a second arc with that statement. Or with that act, at least.
True.
I would like Yuzu to be a part of the main group. Now. Like, I want her to be a Lancer, because she's far too important of a plot point to not be a part of the Lancers. And to be honest, Selena could probably go back to Academia for a while. As much as I like her, Selena could probably go back to the Academia. To be honest, no matter which way it goes, the voice actress involved with both of them is going to be paid no matter what. Because Yuzu and Selena share the same voice actress. But yeah, I'm just like, Yuzu needs to be a part of the main group. I know the show loves just shooting everybody in the heart with keeping Yuya and Yuzu separated for so fucking long and just keep punching everybody in the gut over it. I'm just like, oh, we might keep them separated for longer. Oh, we're just gonna go a few more episodes with them separated. Like, they're not really going to have a conversation with each other for a while. And I'm like, oh my god, please just let them be together for just a few moments at least. God. This is the closest we've had to a main protagonist and a main male and female protagonist having a love story in Yu-Gi-Oh! And by God, they could use a little bit of time together. But yeah, so Arc 5's been good. I don't think I've watched much of anything else at the moment. No, not really. Because have I talked about the Kyoryuger Tokyuger movie at all? Because I've watched that recently.
Don't think you have.
Okay, here's the sum of the movie. That is one of the most boring Super Sentai team-up movies I've ever fucking seen in my life. It's also one of the most repetitive Super Sentai team-up movies I've ever seen. Because you know what's one of the things they keep saying the entire fucking movie?
Imagination?
Nope. Nope. We need to combine our powers. If we combine our powers, we'll win. They repeat that so much in the movie ad nauseum. It's like, yes, we get it. If you combine your powers, you're able to beat the bad guys, because apparently you can't beat each other's bad guys for some unexplainable reason.
Well, you know, if they combine their powers, then they can beat anyone.
That's the part I don't get about the movie. It's just like, okay, so the Dark Lantern crew can't be beaten by the Kyoryugers because they're immune to Brave? Huh? And the Tokyugers can't beat what remains of the... whatever the name of the Kyoryuger enemies were, I can't remember at the moment. Because they're immune to imagination? Okay. And how we counteract this is by sticking each other's gimmicks into the slots on our respective weapons? And also just making up shit as we go on how to combine our powers? Okay. God, this movie's boring as shit. It's literally boring as shit. Yeah. So I guess we can talk about Ghost now.
Okay.
Alright, we got the Houdini debut episode this week, and they kind of rushed it.
Yeah.
This kind of felt like it could have been 2 episodes, but they kind of scrunched it into one because we kind of on the clock. We on the clock here. We kind of need to keep things going because, you know, we're pretty much always on a time limit in this show.
And we're not just meaning the 99 days.
No. Yeah, we're literally on that time limit. We cannot spare an episode, and it's just like, okay, sometimes you are sacrificing some shit in order to adhere to that time limit. You really are.
I was saying it felt like it was a different writer on this one, but as we found out, it's not.
Nope, it's the same, one of the main 2 writers they've had for Ghost.
So that also kind of made me realize that perhaps it's because it's a Makoto focused episode.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of that. Because this is literally our first Makoto focused episode. Our literal first Makoto focused episode.
And I'm thinking that's the problem. Because you look, our first Makoto focused episode is him trying to use Houdini's power.
Mm-hmm.
Not the start of a multi-episode battle of him trying to win Houdini over to use his power. No. We're literally in the one episode going to find out that he's never been able to use it and see him use it.
And then before people bring it up, yes, we know there is the 5 seconds that they hint at Houdini last episode.
But that's not enough to really matter.
No, especially when they don't say what icon it is to begin with. And if you're not paying attention to colors, you can't tell who it is.
I mean...
But anyway.
It's one of those, it's like... I think that's the problem.
Also, Canon was sure a character this week. As someone pointed out in the forum post I was reading. It's like, well, so much for her first episode.
Yeah.
First proper episode in the show, gets captured immediately.
Well, and it doesn't help none. First proper episode in the show, and I swear the only lines that she was capable of saying was brother and no. It's like, wow, way to sell her short.
Let's be honest, that's been half her dialogue the entire show.
I know. It's like, wow, give her a body and she still doesn't say anything different. What?
That has literally been half her dialogue. You can play a drinking game with how many times she says brother.
You'd be drunk if you tried to play a drinking game. Who are you kidding?
Here's the thing. She's trying to out-brother Hulk Hogan. And it's kind of working.
Oh, God.
Because she's getting up there.
Don't say that too much, please. Or you'll have someone that will want to make a Hulk Hogan icon.
Do it. I demand a Hulk Hogan fan icon. Where is it?
with just her dialogue. That's the only thing it ever says.
I need this in my life. Internet, get on it. Get on it.
Oh.
So yeah, let's see. Also, Javel came back, and he's dead again.
Nope. Single explosion.
Oh yeah.
No dupe, no second explosion, and no zoom in on icon.
Yep, so he's not dead again. Oh, poor Javel. He keeps getting blown up just to sell new forms. He got blown up to sell Boost, and now he got blown up to sell Houdini. Next thing you're gonna tell me, he's gonna get blown up to sell Grateful.
You probably just so called that.
I swear, if he is the punching bag that literally gets thrown at every new major form of Ghost, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
No. I think if he blows up to Grateful, that's gonna be it. I don't think he's gonna come back if he gets blown up to Grateful.
I pray to God so, because my God, the man needs a break. Look, he's been blown up twice now already. There's only so many times you can go boom and, like,
well, he got a break between
it.
the first and second time of going boom.
Uh-huh. And then, when he immediately comes back, he's now under fucking Alan's thumb, being like, no, dog, down, boy, down.
No,
down.
He just didn't want him to go barreling head first. He wanted to trap Makoto and then let him go barreling head first.
Yeah, trap Makoto under dirt because we have to make references to Houdini.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I'll be fair with people who've commented on Ghost. There is an aspect of Houdini that they really didn't play up to that they should have. Houdini debunked a lot of Ghost shit in his time. It was a non-believer in, again, Ghost stuff. So, yes, it is ironic that he is now a major icon in a show about ghosts. But again, they didn't really play that up.
I think that's kind of what the hint was in terms of the whole Houdini wouldn't let Makoto use him.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what that was supposed to hint at, but there again, failure to explain, so that got lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is like the biggest problem with this week's episode. It's just like, we had a lot of shit happen, but there wasn't a whole lot of like explanations of it, or a lot of exposition on it, and just a lot of development on it, which hurt it.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
The whole Takaru Makoto moment there, where Takaru tells him that maybe he needs to just talk to him.
Yeah.
What would it have hurt for them to have said, hey, for them to have made Takaru go like, hey, you know, he did kind of debunk a bunch of ghost stuff. Maybe that's why he don't want to work.
True.
Kind of
Takaru is a master historian of the random 15 people that are icons.
Right. It wouldn't sound dumb coming out of his mouth. It would just be like, oh, okay, that's a neat little fact.
Yeah, because that is another weird thing about this, is that Takaru knows so much about these specific 15 people.
Yeah, you've caught that too.
And I want to point out, this is a very odd assortment of people. When you think it, when you get to right down to the nitty gritty, this is a very odd assortment of 15 people.
Yeah.
Like, there's no thing really binding all 15 of these people together.
Except for Takaru.
Yeah. And his magic book that somehow has the histories of all 15 people in there.
Maybe that's why he's supposed to unite all the souls.
He has the book.
The holder of the book must unite the souls.
Yeah.
I swear if they make that a plot point, oh my god.
Well, here's the question, like, where the fuck did the book come from?
I would have to thank his dad.
So, his dad knew about 15 icons, which we kind of already figured that out. Again, why these 15? What's so special about these 15 people? I know there's probably no answer for that, and this is 50. These are 15 people only because these are the best 15 people we could come up with throughout history, kind of. Even though a couple of them are not that historic and more fictional. Looking at you, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
You a little less historical, a little bit more fiction. But yeah, it's just, that was the main thing. Is I was reading more and more, and I was thinking about the episode because I haven't read up the R&R yet, so still trying to solidify thoughts on it. Plus, I'm gonna be busy the next day or tomorrow, so I'm gonna have no time to write up the R&R until Saturday, pretty much. So yeah, you'll have the R&R by the time you listen to this, but this is not going out any time before then. So yeah, I was just trying to collect thoughts on it, and that's kind of the consensus I'm coming to. Is this might be it's probably going to be one of the weakest episodes we've gotten for Ghost.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll probably stay that way, but
I don't know. We're creeping ever so close to filler territory.
True. We could end up in filler territory, and that could provide some of the weaker episodes.
Because generally between 20 to 35, there's more of a chance of filler.
Mm-hmm.
So
also as a note for this episode, Onari, the fuck's up with you this episode?
The only thing I can think of is, okay, it was assumed a dragon-like creature.
Yep.
Dragons are supposed to be more of a higher mythical being kind of deal. Or I would assume their beliefs. So maybe he was blinded by that part of it. Not thinking wholeheartedly that this was a Ganma, but more thinking along the lines of this was a actual dragon.
Or it was also the Gamma thing that also tried to kill him a couple weeks ago? Because, it's the exact same thing that attacked him.
Yeah. I mean, there's about 15 different directions that could go, but it's like, yeah.
I'll give them credit. They didn't dedicate more than like a minute to this bullshit.
To be fair, they kind of didn't have the time to do that.
Yep.
Because this whole thing kind of boiled down to Makoto getting beat. Makoto getting beat by Houdini. Makoto getting beat again by Javel. To turn around and beat Javel.
And Takaru going, I need to do something here. But this is Makoto's episode, so I can't do anything. Damn it! I feel so useless! Oh, by the way, he talked to Musashi this week, and it's like, Musashi's like, Yo, Takaru, we bros. But not everyone you have to be friends is gonna be a bro. And I go, this might have been a better conversation to have at the start of this episode.
Or,
at
the start of the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the episode was not the place for it. Unless we get like a recap at the beginning of the next episode, then maybe, but still, I don't feel like this was good for end.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been great at the beginning of the episode, because then it would have led directly into Makoto and his issues with Houdini. And it's like, I guess Takaru won't be the only one having troubles.
But to be fair, the Takaru plot of this one was the fact of him trying to talk to Musashi.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know if you caught it, but when he had the Musashi icon sitting on the desk, did you happen to notice it turning to look at them?
Yeah.
It was kind of doing that whole hinting that he was watching the entire time. But still, I don't think that discussion should have been at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I think if we had ended with the Houdini finish, that would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
There again, I think they tried to cram too much in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm also just wondering, I was like, okay, you're gonna say this. How much of an asshat are some of these icons gonna be? Because all Robin Hood said, at least according to the previews, that different people have different forms of justice, and I'm like, oh, he's not going to be very heroic, is he? He's not going to be like, look, I'm not here to just save people. I'm still a thief, you know. I still have to take my own cut. Because, let's face it, Robin Hood is still a thief. And he may not be all that wholehearted, all that good. Which, if anything, still seem like they're not going to make all these people nice. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, okay, how much difficulty are we talking about? Because Benki's apparently going to have one, because I saw in the scans that Benki's going to have that suit set up. So Takaru's gonna be talking to Benki. So how much difficulty is that one gonna be?
Yeah.
And also this whole uniting the 15 icons also brings up the whole... Okay, we know he has to get 2 icons from Necron. So, obviously, Takaru has to beat up Necron enough to get those 2 icons. And, I guess, talk with them to unite with them.
But what
about Makoto's?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, his connecting with them is yelling at them enough that they will be fed up with it and finally give in. So, does that count?
I don't think it would.
So we have an extra 5 on top of Takaru's 10 other ones he has to do, and he's only down 1, and he's got to get this shit done by March.
3, because he's used boost with 2 of them already.
So he's down to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get this shit done by March. I'm starting to believe they may not have went. They probably shouldn't have went with 15.
I'm wondering, in all seriousness, if 15 was an afterthought. Like, what if they wanted to go with a smaller number and then they were like, well, we could sell more toys. Look at how well Gaim did. And it had a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the form changes aren't that extravagant. Like, they're less extravagant than Gaim's form changes.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty much on par with the tire changes from Drive. That they're so easily swappable. And so easily makeable.
It's one of those, it's like, I almost wonder if the 15 part was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they were only going to start with, like, 7 or 10 or something lower.
Mm-hmm.
And then something caused the additional ones to be added.
Well, I say that because I was going to reference Forza with his 40 switches, which besides the main 4 form changes that he has, only like 8 of them or like 10 of them besides those 4 were ever really that relevant. Forza had a lot of switches, and not a lot of them were really that useful and relevant.
The thing that's getting me, how many times have we seen the bulk of the icons Takaru has be used?
Depends on the icon.
Like, I think Edison, Newton, Musashi, and then obviously his 2 are the main ones he's used. The rest of them 1, maybe 2 times.
He's only ever used Beethoven twice.
I mean, it's one of those that it's clear they're not making a focus on it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if, like, that number was supposed to be drastically different. Because just stuff don't add up.
Yeah.
If they plan for them other forms, why are we still getting this far in and him utilizing some of the stuff that he did at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't he utilizing the new stuff?
The classic old question.
It feels like they wrote this for a much smaller amount.
Mm-hmm.
And someone decided that it was a good idea to expand it.
Yeah. Because Newton has been super situational. He's only ever used it 3 times to do one thing.
But Newton has a physical purpose.
Yeah.
It's there in case of things like what we saw this week.
Mm-hmm. He's only used Billy the Kid twice, just like Beethoven. Binky, I think, has gotten more use out of like that one, Beethoven and Billy, and he hasn't used Binky in a while.
I think Robin Hood only got, 2 uses?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's used Edison more than Robin Hood, and they are both ranged forms.
I mean, it's one of those that I'm kind of feeling like maybe it was more toy based decisions for some of them.
Yeah.
Because Robin Hood, obviously, that seems like it was more toy based, but it's like, the rest of some of them, I'm just like, I don't get it. He's got forms that are similar. Why not go with them?
Yeah. I mean, like, Edison's probably far more useful, far more easier to shoot than Robin, because you don't have to deal with what has to be a super unwieldy prop.
But
with
okay,
the fucking gun, or yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, look, you got Edison, you got Robin Hood, you got Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Why do you need 3 ranged?
Yeah, I'm also thinking, like, pass one of these icons over the fucking Makoto and have that be one of his. Like, one of these, pass it over to him.
But does he really even need it? He's powerful enough with the 2, now 3 that he's got.
Yeah.
He doesn't really feel like he needs another one.
True.
It's like some of these just feel like they were shoehorned in.
Mm-hmm. Also, 4, because Ryoma's technically a range form as well. Technically speaking, Ryoma's also another range form. Because that's using the Sunglass Slasher and gun form.
Yeah.
So that's a 4th range form. Like, I saw people complain about Houdini with the fucking floating ghost bike, and I'm like, at least all of Makoto's forms are unique. At least he doesn't have 4 ranged forms that are barely different.
And the majority of his forms being close quarters.
Yep. Hell, in order for 2 of them to be unique, they require a gadget to be unique. And one of them looks super unwieldy to shoot with, which is Robin Hood. Because let's be honest, that fucking bow gun looks super fucking unwieldy to use in the fight.
Yeah.
In terms of shooting. And I'm like, why didn't they just compromise and go with a crossbow? It would have looked better as a crossbow.
Because then it wouldn't have been a bow and arrow.
Robin Hood could have used a crossbow.
And I mean, they already knew they could do it because look at the energy riders in game.
Yep.
Literally, I don't think we had anything in Drive that matched that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I just think like the prop could have been smaller because it looks super unwieldy. Like Billy the Kid's rifle at least is compact enough to not look unwieldy to use. The Robin Hood one looks unwieldy to use. Plus, you also get to CGI that shit up.
Yeah.
At least with Benkei and his gadget, it's just like, oh hey, we just upgrade the Naginata form. Which, no form really is based off the Naginata, so it might as well be Benkei's at this point. It's true, like, no form standardizes the Naginata. I guess maybe Ghost, since the figure art, it does come with the ability to... No, wait. Does it come with that ability? No, it comes with the gun. It comes with the sword and the gun. It doesn't come with the Naginata. I thought the figure arts Ghost already came with the Naginata. Nope, it comes with sword and gun. And by sword and gun, I mean it comes with the sword and the ability to transform into the... So... Yeah, no form uses the Gon Naginata for whatever reason. So yeah, anyway. Shall we move on? Because we've been talking about Ghost and about stuff for a while, and we haven't gotten to Go Busters at all.
I mean, like an hour and a half.
Pretty much.
This episode.
Yep.
Uh,
All right.
yes.
25-26. Pursue the mystery of the avatars and the tiny enemy control room SOS. This should be fun.
Yeah.
So how we feeling?
Pretty good. I'm ready to get in it.
So am I, to be honest. So I guess we'll just hop straight into the episode 25. Links are down in the description down below. And we'll start up the episode here in 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, I swapped to the lower quality player off the bat.
It had been
General
buffering for
creator.
so long that it's pathetic.
Pause.
What happened?
The player restarted.
Oh, God.
It didn't buffer. It restarted. And started playing the episode from the beginning.
Can't tell what time code I'm at.
I just say start from the top, just so we can see Jin do whatever the fuck he's doing again.
Okay.
Alright, let's try this again. Here in 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what the fuck caused that.
I don't know either.
Because the only thing I tried to do was just adjust the volume. I love how much those two don't give a shit. You mean besides the time when he told everyone I was dying? Yeah, I've been trying it the entire time he's been here, and I can't get anything. Yep. To be honest with you, what the fuck did you expect asking him? Literally, what did you expect? Jin is the fucking troll of this show. He's not going to tell you anything. He's just like Sage and Urison, who literally said, fuck you, Takaru, we're not answering your questions, bye. Forgot to mention that about the Ghost episode. Okay, literally, they have validated my opinion of, like, they are not going to tell Takaru anything, no matter what. Like, whatever, like, if it was supposed to be like, oh, we're not telling you anything because we want you or anything, or you want you to figure it out, yeah, no, they literally aren't going to tell him anything no matter what. Even when he flat out is like, hey, the fuck is the deal with this? Because I don't know anything. And they're like, nah, fuck you, bye. So what made me happy when Yerson got literally blown up this episode. Because I'm like, you fucking deserve that. You literally deserve that. I'm just waiting for Takaru to have enough of Sage's shit and just punch him.
That won't happen.
I know, but I want it to happen. Because I'm like, Sage, whatever plan you have in mind for Takaru, you're not helping. You were literally the one source of information they could constantly call upon and, help them figure out what the fuck's going on, and you just continue to not be useful. You even hinted at Houdini, and fucking Takaru even knew that already. Just throw the candle down, not care. Was Enter wanting a more elaborate install thing?
Apparently.
That's a long ass time.
Well, I got an hour.
Yeah, now we gotta kill an hour killing the monster. Or attempting to kill the monster. Who else would be behind it? So that was repetitive. Holy crap, it's the stock footage transformation. They use that so rarely.
Unlike
Even first
unlike modern Sentai shows.
This is a modern Sentai show.
You know what I'm meaning.
I know what you're meaning. But this is only like 2 to 3 years old. Well, this isn't good.
Chicken!
My god, it's a giant chicken! And zombies?
Oh god.
Oh, the story from the night before. He's literally frozen up! This is the best thing in the world. Don't you want to kill them? They're right there. You can totally kill that. Well, this plan failed. So instead of killing the good guys when they're down, she's like, no, I want to actually fight them.
Which that makes sense. At least she's got respect. She don't want to just brutally murder them. She wants to brutally murder them while they can fight back.
Yep. This is literally the best thing in the world. Not getting unfrozen anytime soon.
Not yet.
Oh, good. And Jay's fucking over the. God damn it! Why are Jin and Jay so good in the show? Wait, what are they planning?
Okay, I have no idea what they're planning, but I kind of get it though.
Okay. Wait, if all I had to do was just relight his own candle, why didn't he stay?
There's no telling.
Somebody getting all Sherlock on him. Well, this is going to complicate matters. And Hiromu's still a statue.
Pretty much, yeah.
Put some grease on him. Maybe that'll work. Hey, I recognize that hallway.
Yeah, it's that hallway that's in game.
Yep.
And then probably like 15 other shows.
Well, Jay's a pushover. Screw it. Do you want to do it anyway? Take her to the better word. And they go the completely opposite direction of where she came. I have to wonder if they shot this in their actual studio.
Possibly.
So I've always wondered about, like, whenever a show has to shoot in a TV studio, like, do they use the actual TV studio to shoot in, or do they, like, make up a TV studio in their TV studio?
I would have to think that they use the actual TV studio.
They're having a fairly intense gunfight. I don't think you're gonna get answers out of her. That's one way to get her attention.
Oh god.
Oh shit. That was more than 2 shots, but okay.
Now they're gonna have to cool him down in order to even take down the Megazord. Yeah. This won't end badly at all.
Yep.
Never mind.
Hey, you're finally unfrozen! What fucking took so long?
Well, he had to thaw out.
Stupid giant chicken.
Well, that's a unique thing we've not seen in a while.
Yeah. They don't really use cheetah mode that often. Well, that was a lot of power just to take it down. Oh my god, I just love these two so much. It's just they are the best part of Go Busters. I guess Escape went serious too since she put on the goggles.
Must have.
Damn, Ryuji's just not giving any fucks.
Well, he kind of is in overheat mode.
Yeah. Damn. Fucking point blank shot.
And he's done.
Yeah, he's gonna pass out for a few hours. Excuse me. Also, totally ignore Killbuster O's helmet back there. Or Killbuster O's helmet back there. That's gonna take a while to repair.
Just a little bit. Also, I think they did some post production work to get it this dark. That looks a little too green screeny. Know what I mean? Well, over through one episode, how you feeling? Oh, pretty good.
And have we heard Blue's song before?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we're hearing it now. Because we're at least going to wait through the preview. We are still getting Intertron Tower commercials. Thought we would be through those commercials by now. Was that what I thought it was?
What did you think it was?
Yoko swinging around Hiromu very wildly. Wait, is Chief and Crew gonna get a focus episode? Oh God, this might be hilarious. All right, gotta get the next one queued up and ready.
Same here.
God, that is a terrible layout. Bad Twitch layouts. A very, very ugly looking Super Mario Sunshine layout.
Oh.
The game is really scrunched up for no reason.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of empty space in here for no reason.
Huh. Well then.
You ready?
Yep.
Alright, starting up next episode of GoBusters in 3, 2, 1, go. That's a big ass mechanical pencil. She has a very good point. I swear Intro does this just to pass the time by. The fuck? Oh god. Well then. This should be a fun episode.
Huh.
Not while the opening's going on, I'm gonna check this Tumblr post. Somebody else streaming Freedom Planet. I'm kind of curious about that game now. Well, that happened. That was dark as fuck for a Scooby Doo show. Someone got murdered with guns. Okay. To be fair, you didn't move or anything. That was a quick costume change for you. I'm. Is oh my. I'm not going to tell you to cover up the fact that I failed to make one. So, bye. Have fun with that.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? This isn't suspicious at all.
Wow.
I think this Meteoroid has caused more trouble for this team than any other Meteoroid in existence. Oh, good God. God damn it.
Wow.
Some big dreams right there, I tell you what. Sorry, we're interrupting your countdown. You'll get to do the countdown this week. It's kind of gone. Well, it's here now. The fucking comedic bowing effect.
And the data's gone.
Yep. Hope they start putting this together.
Maybe. Maybe not. Boing.
And there goes the data for animal mode. So what happens if it hits you?
Then I guess he gets erased.
Wouldn't that be fucking convenient? Of course you would try to twist a baby's arm, Enter, you jerk. Jay, you might want to be careful.
And quit covering. He just loves covering people.
Yep.
Boing.
God damn it. Somebody's getting a little too greedy. Do it manually? Well, this is just dangerous. They'll do it by hand. Well, this is just fucking old school as shit.
Well, this will take a while.
Yeah, my
But
physics.
of course, he's an eraser.
Mm-hmm.
So all he'd have to do is just get on the paper and erase as they're going.
Oh, good. Oh, good God.
Boing.
Well, there goes your one main attack. Please just shut up and don't say anything for the rest of the episode. Working on it. We're fucking handwriting fucking complex math equations here. That shit takes a while. Oh shit. Oh God. Is this just a comedy episode this week? Because if so, yes.
Just turn around and look at the wall behind you. That really did something. Wait. He saw it and didn't say anything? Oh my goodness.
Jay, proving to be the greatest enemy of the Ghostbusters. Oh, Jay, I love you. You're an asshole, but I love you. Shut up and do calculations. I'll fucking catch the eraser.
Well then.
Oh my God. This is the best episode of Ghostbusters, period. This really is.
Wait. What?
Well, all right then. We just busted out a new Megazord combination this week. Well,
Wow.
this really is the best episode of Ghostbusters.
So did Jay just have the data and then give it to him?
Assumingly, yes.
Okay.
Well, there went the 04 knockoff.
Wow.
This is literally the best. Hey, we're starting to use all these switches and knobs that are around here. Meanwhile, you hear the sound effects of the fucking comical chase in the background. Oh my god. Is she gonna kill him with the pencil?
Probably.
This is really taking a while.
They did it.
I assume the other 5 seconds was her saying that.
I would assume.
And they fucking managed to pull it off. Let's never do this again. Hey, the shield finally got some use.
Yep. Particle shield for the win.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we still have the eraser to deal with. Or isn't there a spare gun around here? See, there's a spare gun over there. Why doesn't one of them grab that?
Smallest explosion ever.
Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He was about to get thrown into the fucking elevator. Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Aw. Well, that just happened.
Remix version.
Yep. So, another week down on Go Busters. But still feeling good about the show?
Yeah.
This is an episode that's like, if you are not a fan of Go Busters, this is an episode that makes you a fan of it.
Yeah.
Just because of how ridiculously dumb it is at times. They really love using that shot from the movie.
It is a good cinematic shot. I'll give it that, though.
Yeah. I'm just like, Jesus, you love that shot. Yeah. Do you see what I was saying? Talking about earlier?
Yeah.
I don't remember the movie, so I don't remember the context for that scene. But I want to know the context for that scene. Okay. Just sounds like just a random episode.
Yeah.
All right. Do we need a random pick next week? Think we need one.
I don't. I don't know. Hold on.
Probably be better to look than ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
So unprepared. Just had to say that. Piss. Could go on YouTube. Luckily, I figured I'd have to. I forgot we don't put the days.
Yeah.
We probably need to do that, or put what episode of the season in the list.
Yeah. Probably the episode number, to be honest.
8 seasons, and we're still finding things we should do different.
To be fair, that's a good sign.
Oh, no.
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 Okay.
More Go Busters next week.
Okay.
Because literally the episode before last was a old pick. So
Okay.
Too early.
Okay. So we got more Go Busters next week, which has an episode called Beware of Chickens. That is the second episode. Yeah.
Well,
that is the name of the second
Hiramu will
episode.
be useless that episode.
Probably. Also, we'll probably have an old pick in 2 weeks. Because next week and the week after will essentially, I believe, end off like the first quarter to a half of Go Busters. We're essentially getting the first finale in 2 weeks.
Oh. Then yeah, we'll do a old pick after that then.
Yeah, because after that we get the Gavon episodes.
Yeah, we'll do one before then.
Yeah. We're really close to that changeover. Anyway, so I guess until next time, that will do it for
Ramp it up, Salon.
Pacemaker 2448 saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next round of Game Studio Rift Tracks. Peace out.
Don't forget to check out the links in the top and the bottom and the other shows in the annotations. For those on mobile, all the links are in the description below. Till next time.